Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to crack open compelling stories, find the hidden insights, the surprising facts inside. Today, we're heading to a place where, childhood toys meet something pretty chilling. We're digging into a narrative that really makes you question inanimate objects. It taps into that fascination we all have with the supernatural, especially like when a doll seems to wake up.
It's a primal fear, right? So our mission today, our deep dive, is focused on pulling out the key stuff from a specific horror script called The Doll That Moves. Looking at it this way, through a story, it gives us a unique angle on the psychology of fear, how suspense is built, not just the story itself.
Yeah, and the story kicks off with a very classic, almost archetypal setting for this kind of thing. You got a quiet suburb, this old Victorian house, Emily and Tom inherit with their little girl, Sarah, who's 7. And this house, it's not just walls and floors, it's full of history, maybe secrets. It just primes you, makes you expect something weird is going to happen. And it does, pretty quickly. Sarah's exploring, like kids do, finds this forgotten chest up in the dusty attic. Inside, a porcelain doll. About 18 inches tall, the script says. Pale skin, rosy cheeks, blonde ringlets, faded ribbon, old Victorian dress. You get the picture. But the thing that really grabs you, the script points us out, are the eyes. Deep blue glass eyes. Described as almost too lifelike, staring out with an unblinking gaze that seemed to follow you around the room. Sarah names her Bella. But wow, those eyes. That description alone is immediately unsettling, isn't it? What is it about eyes like that on a doll?
Well, it hits that uncanny valley spot perfectly. It's almost human, but something's off. That tiny deviation triggers this deep discomfort, this unease. It's not just watching. It feels like it's mimicking life in a way an object shouldn't. And then you layer on the history Emily mentions. Apparently, the doll's original name was Annabelle. It belonged to Sarah's great-grandmother, was her special friend. So Sarah feels this instant connection, this sense of legacy, which, of course, makes everything that happens next way more impactful. It blurs the line, beloved heirloom or something else.
And that line gets blurry almost right away. Things start happening. Small things at first. Like the very next morning, Bella's not on the nightstand. Sarah finds her sitting primly on the armchair by the fireplace. Then the next day, she's in the kitchen, perched on the counter next to the coffee maker, head tilted as if watching the door.
It feels deliberate, right? Like she's checking the place out, observing. Absolutely. And how do the parents react? Well, exactly how you'd expect. Rationalization kicks in immediately. Sarah's confused, obviously, but Emily just says, "Oh, honey, you're just forgetting where you put her." And Tom, he tries to make a joke of it. Maybe Daddy's playing a trick. It's that classic defense mechanism. We try so hard to explain away the inexplicable, to keep our reality tidy. The story uses that really well to pull us in. We recognize that impulse.
But it escalates. You can't just forget that many times. Bella starts showing up in really odd places. The basement, sitting on an old rocking chair, the study, the guest room, even the garage, sitting on Tom's toolbox. Sarah starts getting properly uneasy. She even starts this little journal writing stuff like Bella on nightstand, door closed, window locked, trying to track it, prove it to herself. It really shows that shift, doesn't it? From maybe I forgot to something is definitely wrong here. And then comes this really chilling moment. Stormy night. Sarah can't sleep. She looks at Bella and just whispers, "Are you moving on your own?" And the script says, for a split second, Sarah swore she saw the lips curve into a faint smile.
That's the turning point, isn't it? It moves from just uncanny happenings to potential interaction, potential malice. And boom, right after that, the first note appears, tucked in the doll's dress, written in what looks like childish handwriting. "I see you." Now that takes it to a whole new level. Psychological horror. It's not just moving, it's communicating. And the message, pure surveillance, being watched.
Yeah, I see you. So simple, so creepy. Emily tries to laugh it off, like, "Oh, Sarah, did you write this?" But the script says her face goes pale. She knows, or suspects.
That desperate clinging to normalcy, even when the evidence is right there, and "I see you," is such a powerful horror trope. It flips the script. The object being watched is now the watcher. Terrifying.
And the watching seems to get more informed. Bella starts appearing in places that feel pointed. Like Sarah finds her in the bathroom, staring right at the shower curtain where Sarah hid her secret diary. Another time she's next to spilled milk Sarah knocked over the night before, almost like she saw it happen.
Exactly. It's not just random movement anymore. It suggests awareness, knowledge of secrets. It feels like it's learning about them, infiltrating their private lives.
This is what finally gets to Tom, the practical dad. He's worried. So he does the logical thing. Well, logical in this context. He buys a cheap nanny cam, sets it up in Sarah's room, says he wants to see what's really going on.
That's need for proof. Tangible evidence.
And he gets it. Oh boy, does he get it. He watches the footage. At 2:13 a.m., the doll's head, it slowly turns towards the camera. Then its little porcelain hand twitches, and then it slides off the nightstand. Glides, the script says, glides out the door.
Wow. That's the moment, isn't it? The absolute proof. No more denial possible.
How does that change things, having that concrete evidence?
It completely shatters their ability to rationalize. For the family, it forces them to confront the impossible. Tom still tries. Bless him, muttering about a glitch, maybe.
A glitch,
Yeah.
seriously.
Desperation, but Emily sees it clearly. She says, Tom, that's no glitch. That doll is alive. That's the point of no return for them. They're united in terror now. And for us, the audience, seeing it on camera makes it feel so much more real, more threatening. It's not just in their heads anymore.
So denial's out. Plan B, get rid of it. Tom grabs Bella, throws her in a box, tapes it shut, shoves it in the garage. Problem solved, right?
Ah, but horror loves the trope of the inescapable evil, doesn't it? You think you've contained it, but...
Nope. Next morning, Bella's back on Sarah's nightstand, dressed a bit rumpled. And there's a new note. You can't hide from me.
Chilling. It reinforces that this isn't just about the house. It's attached to them. There's no running away. It undermines any sense of safety.
This sends Emily digging into family history, trying to understand what this thing is.
And she finds these old letters from her grandmother. Turns out Bella's original name was Annabelle, sound familiar, and she was a gift from a traveling carnival back in the 1920s.
Okay, creepy carnival doll. Classic.
Gets better. The carnival owner, rumored to be an occultist, supposedly used forbidden rituals to, quote, infuse life into his creations.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So it was made this way.
Seems like it. A deliberate act. Maybe a ritual binding something to the doll. And one letter from the grandmother says, Annabelle watches over me, but sometimes I fear she watches too closely. She knows my secrets.
Wow. So this has been going on for generations. It knew the grandmother's secrets too.
Exactly. Deeply embedded with the family line.
Meanwhile, Tom tries the practical route again. Takes Bella to an antique dealer, tries to sell it.
Get it out of their lives physically.
The dealer admires the craftsmanship, but gets a weird vibe. He even mentions the eyes look off. Not original. Says they look almost like soul traps. Then laughs nervously.
Soul traps. That connects right back to the ritual idea, doesn't it? A vessel containing something.
You bet. And guess what happens? Midnight phone call from the dealer. Totally panicked. Bella's trashing his shop. Next morning, a package arrives for the family.
Let me guess.
Bella's back.
With a note. I'm home. Of course. Tied to them, not the location. Utterly inescapable.
So they flee, grab essentials, check into a hotel. Maybe distance will work.
A desperate measure. But the entity seems determined.
It follows. First, Emily finds Bella in their suitcase. Then she's on the hotel nightstand. And that's when the whispers start. In the dark. I see you. I know your fears.
So it's escalating beyond just physical presence now. It's direct psychological torment, attacking their minds, their deepest anxieties. It can reach them anywhere.
They're out of options. They call in an expert, Dr. Harlan, a paranormal investigator who specializes in haunted objects.
Okay, bringing in the big guns. What's his take?
He examines the doll, the house, hears their story. His diagnosis is specific. He says Bella isn't just alive. She's a vessel. He thinks either the grandmother's spirit or maybe something darker got bound to the doll during one of those forbidden rituals that went wrong.
A ritual gone wrong. That fits.
He says it feeds on attention, on fear, and it watches to lie, to control. Connects right back to the dealer's soul traps idea, right?
Yeah.
Gives a terrifying logic to its actions.
It explains the surveillance, the learning, the escalation. It's not random. It has a purpose, however malevolent.
So, the climax.
Yeah.
Back at the old house. Storm raging outside, classic horror setting. Dr. Harlan prepares for a confrontation. He sets up a salt circle around Bella, starts chanting incantations. Things immediately get intense. The doll's eyes start to glow. The room gets icy cold.
The entity is reacting, fighting back.
And then Sarah hears it. Not a whisper this time. A clear voice in the room. Sarah, play with me forever.
Oh, that's horrifying. A direct invitation to eternal torment, aimed right at the child. It confirms the personal connection, the desire to possess.
Bella goes nuts. The salt circle shatters. The doll actually starts levitating off the table.
Whoa, full-on poltergeist activity.
Objects start flying everywhere. Books, lamps, chairs smashing against walls. Tom's shielding Sarah. It's chaos. Dr. Harlan sees it's overwhelming them. He shouts, "Burn it. Fire purifies."
Desperate times. Fire as the ultimate cleanser in folklore and ritual.
Tom grabs newspapers, a lighter, sets Bella's dress on fire. The scene is described as incredibly visceral. The doll thrashes, the porcelain cracks, its eyes melt like wax.
A gruesome end for the vessel, almost like it's dying.
And then, one last piercing shriek.
I see you!
Then it just crumbles into ash.
The final defiant message. Even in destruction, it maintains its core threat, the Watcher. But the physical destruction, symbolically, is meant to sever that link.
After that, silence. The family sells the house immediately, moves far, far away, never speaks of Bella again. Sarah grows up, but the script notes she never plays with dolls again, ever.
The trauma is deep. It leaves a permanent scar, changes her relationship with something that should be innocent. You can't just move away from that kind of psychological impact.
But here's the kicker, the final unsettling note.
There's always one, isn't there?
The story ends by saying Sarah, even years later, sometimes gets that feeling. You know the one. A gaze on her back, as if something was still watching.
Ah. So was the entity truly destroyed with the doll? Or was the doll just a focal point, a vessel, and the watching presence itself persists? That ambiguity is classic horror. It leaves you wondering if the threat is ever truly gone or if it just waits in the shadows. Did they only destroy the body, not the consciousness behind it?
Exactly. So that was our journey through The Doll That Moves. We unpacked how it builds that creeping dread, from the subtle shifts to the nanny cam proof, the occult backstory, and that final fiery confrontation. It's really a story about how something simple, something found, can spiral into this nightmare of being watched, of ancient rituals and terror you just can't seem to escape.
Yeah, it pushes a lot of primal buttons, doesn't it? The trusted object turning evil, the violation of home, the fear of the unseen watcher. It makes you think about how vulnerable we feel when our safe spaces are invaded, not just physically, but psychologically. That feeling of being observed, it's deeply unsettling.
So the final question hangs there, doesn't it? Was it really over for Sarah? Or is that washer still out there, maybe waiting for someone else to find its next vessel? Lots to think about from The Doll That Moves. We hope this deep dive gave you some chills and maybe something to ponder. Until next time, maybe double check those dolls on the shelf and keep questioning what you think you know about the everyday things around you.